Good morning, Card Community. It's RJ, and it's time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hooray! Loud cheers, explosions, fireworks going off, craziness happening. The Phillies winning the World Series. Oh, it'll happen. Oh, it will happen, people. Great day to be alive. Great day to be a Phillies fan, and you're going to celebrate it with me with the Sunday Trivia Recap. Isn't that wonderful? So, we had three great trivia questions this past week, and we will have three great prizes to give away this week. I want to do one quick piece of bookkeeping and let people know what's going on with this particular week's things. I have here 3 packs of cards, 2 football packs and 1 hockey pack. I mentioned these during one of my videos last week. Was talking about Kevin's budget card breaks and the great stuff Kevin sent my way, which included these cards. I don't collect baseball or I don't collect football or hockey. I only collect baseball. That's all I collect. So when I get these kind of things, I kind of toss them aside. I use them as prizes later on. Well, I just said to people out there, I said, does anybody want these? Because I don't. Anybody who's interested, just shoot me an email and I'll send them your way. I had 3 people respond. One person said that they wanted the hockey cards and the football cards if available. Only one said that. The other 2 said they wanted the football pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the hockey cards to the individual who said they wanted both the hockey and football, because that's the only person to show any interest in the hockey cards. The other 2 individuals, I'm going to pick randomly which pack to send to the other 2 football enthusiasts. Now, those individuals also supplied guesses to my questions this week, but I'm not going to let anybody know who they are. I'm not going to ruin the fun of those individuals thinking they might win the prize this week. But if either of those 3 individuals should hit 3 times, I am not going to double up the prize for you guys. I'm not going to give you this prize. Instead, at that time, I will announce, actually, that person doesn't win the team bag. Actually, they got one of these other packs, and for that reason, we're going to keep spinning. Now, you might say, well, what if they really wanted the team bag instead of these other cards? Well, frankly, it's my channel. I'm going to do what I want. No, I mean, I'm trying to allow more people the chance to get something and take home a prize. I'm trying to allow more people to have a chance to win something. So since those people already want these packs of cards and they're going to be sent really cool packs of football or hockey cards, I don't want them to also get these star cards. Not that I don't want them to. I want to share the wealth with some other members of the card community. So I hope they understand, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So here we are. We are going into the spitting. We're up first. The first question was, in 1995, the wild card was first utilized for postseason play. It was actually instituted in 1994, but the strike came and we didn't have postseason baseball. So there was no wild card winner. There was no division winner. It was just the end of the season. So 1995 was the first year it was instituted. What were the 2 teams that made it into the wild card? Who were the first 2 wild card teams ever? And the answer to that question was the New York Yankees and the Colorado Rockies. Now, most people knew it was the Yankees in the American League. A lot of people said the Braves in the National League. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be rude here, but you guys are idiots because the Braves famously were in the middle of their 14 consecutive years of division titles. That's like one of those amazing records that everybody knows. The Braves won 14 division titles in a row. And in 1995, they were smack dab in the middle of that. So to say they got the wild card, people, you need to hit those baseball books more. You need to study harder, people. Come on now. Anyway, so the prize for getting that right will be this year's Gold Star Parallel set of Cardinals cards, the entire Cardinals team set from this year's base product, but it is the Gold Star Parallel version. That's what's up for grabs. And the individual on the screen submitted a guess. And as we are wont to do with my channel, we shuffle once and we spin. You must hit 3 times in order to secure victory. So good luck to everybody. You need 3 hits. Here we go. So yeah, I'm pumped beyond words that the Phillies made it into the National League Championship Series. Highly unexpected. Anybody who suggested that they believed the Phillies would win is lying to you. I mean, the Cardinals, I can see it was a short 3-game series, and yeah, we can beat the Cardinals. But nobody, even the Phillies, the Phillies are going to tell you they thought they could beat the Braves, but I don't know if that's true. But they, sure enough, they took it to them. The Braves just shut down. The Phillies just rolled over them. And it was a beautiful thing to see. It really was. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, you're a great guy, but down you go, sir. Down you go. So now the Phillies will take on the San Diego Padres, which is an interesting scenario, mostly because of 2 things. There's 2 things going on there that are pretty fascinating if you're a baseball buff like me. So the first one is the Nola brothers will be facing off against each other. Aaron Nola, starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. He probably won't get the nod in the first game. That'll probably go to Zach Wheeler. Ooh, Lisa Z, 1, 2, 3. Good for you, Lisa. All right, so Lisa Z will be getting the Yadier Molina set. She was not a football or hockey individual. She did not ask for those, so she gets the Yadier Molina and all of the Cardinals gold star set. Congrats on that, Lisa. Okay, moving on to Wednesday's question. Wednesday, the question was, during what 3-year span did the same 2 teams square off in the World Series each year? Now, there have been a number of times in the past when the same 2 teams faced each other in the World Series. Yankees and Dodgers did it a number of times back in the day, most recently in '77, but certainly before that, there was in the 50s, 52, 53, they faced off against each other. And I believe, oh gosh, there was another time back in the 40s, maybe. It doesn't matter. Just the point that those 2 teams squared off on another number of times. Usually the Yankees, the Braves, and the Yankees did it in 57, 58. So there have been a number of times when the same 2 teams have gone to the World Series. There have been a number of times when the Yankees have gone to multiple World Series, but against different opponents. Famously in, if you want to talk about the 70s, 76, 7, and 8, Yankees were in the World Series 3 straight years. They were in the World Series 5 straight years. They were in the World Series 4 straight years, but usually against different opponents, except for one 3-year span in 1921 through 1923 when the New York Giants and the New York Yankees squared off against each other each season. 1921, New York Giants beat the New York Yankees. 1922, the New York Giants beat the New York Yankees. But in 1923, the New York Yankees beat the New York Giants to become World Series champions. Now, what's interesting about those 3 years, 21, 2, and 3, is that was the first years the Yankees ever appeared in a World Series game. They had never been to the World Series prior to 1921. What happened in 1921 was that was Babe Ruth's second year. He came over in 1921 in that 1920 in that famous trade, and that began the Yankees dynasty. So essentially, it's been a 100-year dynasty of Yankees baseball now. And what's amazing about that, if you want to talk about how amazingly successful the Yankees have been, the New York Yankees have won 27 World Series now. It's 27. And that represents just over 1/4 of all World Series ever played during that period of time. So when they started winning, they've won 1/4 of all of the last 100 World Series since their dynasty began. And they've been to the World Series 40 times. 40. That means 40% of every World Series that have happened in the last 100 years has been represented by the Yankees. That's a sick statistic, people. And it's an amazing statistic. So good on the Yankees. I hate them with a passion, but they're a fantastic franchise and they do amazing results, obviously. So that was the answer to that question on Wednesday. Wednesday's prize was a Dodgers team bag featuring Albert Pujols on the cover. Again, this is the Gold Star parallel of all the Dodgers cards from the this year's Topps product. That is your prize. The individual on the screen submitted guesses. Lisa, sorry, you cannot win twice in my contest, so you are out. But thank you for hazarding a guess. I also want to give a shout out to a new participant in my contest, channel out there, Card Collector 65JW. I believe they have a channel. If they do, I'll include it in the link below so you can, check them out yourself. But I wanted to make it a point to shout you guys out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for participating. So, as we do always, again, we shuffle once and we spin, and you must hit 3 times. So good luck to everybody. So yeah, I was talking about the upcoming playoffs, the upcoming National League Division Series. The Phillies now will take on the Padres, and the Nola brothers will face off against each other. That's right, Aaron Nola, starting pitcher for the Phillies. He will likely not get the ball in Game 1. That will likely be Zach Wheeler. That's been the formula for the Phillies going through this postseason series. Is Zach Wheeler, then Aaron Nola. Nola will be facing off against his older brother, I believe, Austin Nola. So that will be one interesting weekend for the Nola family. Who do you root for? Who you pulling for? I did see that Mrs. Nola, their mom, had a shirt specially made, which had both team logos on the front. So that was kind of a fun little thing. So it's going to be an interesting week for the Nola family as we take on the Padres. And the other interesting thing about the whole thing, Padres versus Phillies, is you're up to 6 teams now in baseball's playoff system. Now, basketball, hockey, football, shoot, there's like 12 teams per league practically in the playoffs. I mean, it's just anybody could be in the playoffs in those sports. It's crazy. I was always happy that baseball limited it to just 4. Frankly, to be quite honest with you, I was much happier when it was just the American League Championship Series, 2 teams. One of there was only 2 divisions for the longest time, the East and the West. And those two, the winners of the 2 divisions squared off in the championship series to determine the guy who went to the World Series. And I am a person who, from a fan of baseball, from a baseball purist standpoint, I don't like the wild card system. The reason I don't like it is because in a sport, if you want to win your championship in whatever sport it is, you should be good enough to win your division. Okay, I don't mind the division. I get it. The 2 division rivals makes for a little bit more drama when the 2 division rivals face each other. I get it. But to allow all these wild card teams in there, what you could end up is what you have right now. Out of the 6 teams in the National League that made it to the postseason, the lowest 2 seeds are in. Ooh, I think Mike Line TV, that's your last. That's 3 for Mike Line TV. So congratulations, Mikey. You're going to get this pool host card. Well done, sir. All right, we are moving on to Friday's question. Friday, very simple one. Most people got it right. And I know I've asked it before months ago, but it's a great little tidbit of information. In all World Series history, now there are 30 teams in Major League Baseball now, 30. Almost every single, let me put it this way, every single Major League team has made it to postseason play. There is not one major league team in existence that has not made it into the postseason. But there is one that has never made it to the World Series. There are a couple that have not won a World Series, but only one has never even made it. Which one was that? It is your Seattle Mariners. This is the 1979 Topps team card. Seattle Mariners out in front of the Kingdome. The Mariners have never even been to the World Series. That was the answer to that question. The prize you're shooting for on this one is this Yankees Gold Star team bag. Aaron Judge with his Mr. 62 home run guy right on the top, Stanton on the back there. So that's the prize you're playing for on this one. We're going to move on to Friday's list. So Mike Line TV, I don't think you put in a guess for this one, but Lisa Z did. So Lisa, again, you're still out. Mike Line TV didn't throw in a guess for this one, so he's already out. And we will shuffle once and spin. So good luck to everybody on this one. So like I was saying, out of the 6 teams in the National League to make it to the postseason play, the lowest 2 are the ones that are playing to get to the World Series. It just ain't right. I mean, I get it. The whole reason people that sports do it this way, the purpose of multiple rounds of the playoffs is money. They want to earn more money, more revenue for the league, and they get it through TV rights, ticket sales, concessions, souvenirs, 1,000 other things. So sponsors, it's just crazy. They get gobs and gobs of revenue, and good on them. It's a smart business model. I get it, but and I don't mind it because, frankly, this is the first year the Phillies have been to the World Series as a been to the World Series. The Phillies, every time they've ever made it in the postseason, did it by winning the division. They had never been a wild card team. Even they've been around forever, and once the wild card format was instituted, they've been playing. They have never won a World Series or won a wild card. They've always been a division winner. So this is the first year they've been a wild card team, and without that, it's likely we wouldn't be talking about them this late in October. So while I am a purist, I'm still a Phillies fan, so I'm going to root hard for them to win it all. And if they do, I'll laud them as World Series champs like everybody else does. But again, my heart as a purist for the sport believes you shouldn't be able to win if you are if you didn't win your division. That's just what I'm saying. So anyway, I do also want to remind everybody, and I'll speak a little bit more about this after we get our winners here. I hit 300 subscribers recently, and did Love Rules just get 3 2? He did. Ken over at Love Rules just hit 3 in a row. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Ken, you're going to get the Yankees tea bag. That just means I'm going to send a whole bunch of things. I don't know how much is it going to cost me to send that to Japan. Good Lord, I can't imagine. It's going to cost me like $20 to send this little bag to Japan. That's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. This is part of the job. If you're going to send things away, you're going to send them away. Now, early on, I mentioned that certain individuals have asked for these card packs, and I wasn't going to tell you who they were ahead of time because I wanted them to have the suspense. I'll let you know. Shaw Racing Collects asked for both hockey and football, but since he was the only one who asked for hockey, Shaw, I'm sending you the hockey package, okay? Tommy Markwell and Wilbur Cookmeyer asked for the football cards. You will each be receiving one of these 2 packs. Now, one of you actually asks for a specific card. So whichever one asks for that card is probably going to get that pack. The other guy, since they didn't ask, will get the other pack. I don't know which one that was. But anyway, there you have it. That is a Sunday Trivia Recap. Again, I want to brag a little bit for a moment on my 300 subscriber contest. It's not as big as my 200 subscriber contest. For my 200 subscriber contest, I gave away 6 tins, absolutely jam-packed with cards. But this time I'm only sticking to 3 packs, not tins, just team bags. Veteran cards, rookie cards, and Hall of Famers. Also, one serial number card to 99, one autograph card, and one relic card, plus PSA, or not PSA, but slabbed cards available, I should say, to the three grand prize winners, plus some honorable mentions. 10 prizes will be given away to various peoples for my 300 subscriber contest. Please check it out. I'm not going to do a link below. I mean, if you guys have found this trivia challenge video, you're watching my videos, so just take a look and you'll find the 300 subscriber contest. I know that, who was it? Somebody out there is doing a 500 subscriber contest. I want to check that out too. So look for other members of this great card community having great contests. So anyway, next week, I'm not going to be doing trivia next week. I'm going to take a break on trivia next week. I got too much to show off. A lot of product to open. I picked up 2 hobby boxes of Gallery. We'll open one of those on 2 different days. And then I got a lot of break reveals that I want to go through. I have another box from Kevin that I got about a week or 2 ago that I've been sitting on only because I got too much else going on to show off. I haven't even bothered to open up that one. So anyway, that is our Sunday trivia recap day for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Be a fun night tonight in Philly. We're watching the Eagles take on the Cowboys. We're still delirious from the Phillies moving on, so it's a great day to be a Philly fan. All right, people, I want to thank you for all your support. Please consider watching. Please consider subscribing, and commenting, and all that jazz. I really appreciate your support as I try my best to support other members of this great card community. Thanks for watching. Come back again this week for more fantastic baseball card content. I really appreciate y'all. Take care.